Hi everyone, special for the day. September 7 is the 250th day of the Gregorian calendar. On this day, Pope Alexander III was chosen. The first Miss American pageant was held, and Egypt held its first ever multi-party presidential election. Famous birthdays include Eazy-E, Evan Rachel Wood, and Buddy Holly. September 7 also marks National 401k Day and National Beer Lovers Day. Let us come back to our headlines. New SOP proposed for COVID. State COVID tally 4,178. JEE mains exam conclude. Result likely by September 11. Assam Rifles provides medical assistance. Security forces seize IMFL worth 10.38 lakh and 21.28 lakh cash. DC Twinsang lifts closure of houses or shops. Not against any particular group. 14 tribal ho-hos. Rajnath discuss regional security with Iran. NVCO backs Assam truckers' demand. India registered world's highest single-day rise of over 90,000 COVID cases. New SOP proposed for COVID. As Nagaland enters Unlock 4 along with rest of the country, new standard operating procedure for COVID testing, discharging patients, quarantines and home isolation etc. will be announced after obtaining the nod of the High Power Committee on COVID. This was informed at a press briefing by Principal Director Health and Family Welfare Dr. Vizile K. Zukri. Sunday, he said that after further relaxation of lockdown, the public have to be more careful and proactive in preventive measures. Dr. Zukri also cautioned against the arrival of seasonal flu by stressing on the need to take precautions by avoiding crowded places, close contact and confined places and to wear masks and wash hands frequently with soap and water. He informed that maximum number of private hospitals in Dimapur and Kohima have appealed for permission for COVID test in their hospitals, while some were in the process of registration and procuring the necessary devices. In view of limited manpower of pathologists and microbiologists in private hospitals, Dr. Zugre said the department had written to the Indian Council of Medical Research ICMR and Government of India to relax the norms so that trained personnel can conduct the test. He said private hospitals are encouraged to set up their COVID testing facility so that the COVID certificate is not denied to the public. State COVID tally 4,178. Nagaland on Sunday registered 50 new COVID-19 cases, 42 in Dimapur, 7 in Kohima and 1 in Mon, taking the tally to 4,178 cases. Till September 6, there was 657 active cases, 3,601 recovered, 10 deaths and 10 migrated. As per the severity of symptoms, 646 active cases are asymptomatic, 10 mild and 1 moderate case. Further, out of 4,178 positive cases, the distribution across various categories of people include 1,786 cases from the armed force, 1,296 returnees, 308 frontline workers, and 788 trace contacts. Meanwhile, a total of 773 persons were presently under facility quarantine. JEE main exams conclude. Result likely by September 11. The joint entrance exam mains for admission to IITs and other technical schools concluded on Sunday, and stringent precautions and social distancing measures in view of the COVID-19 pandemic. In Dimapur, exams were held in 4 centers: NIT Chumukuduma, Patkai Christian College, Delhi Public School and Unity College. And in Kohima, 1 center at ION Digital Zone, IDZ, PG Let's See. Altogether, 1,851 candidates had registered to appear for the JEE exams in 2 shifts. Meanwhile, the National Eligibility cum Entrance exam is scheduled to be held on September 13. According to reports, the results of JEE mains was likely by September 11 or before that, and merit would be issued on the day of the result. Assam Rifles provides medical assistance. Jaluki Battalion of Assam Rifles under the aegis of HQ IGAR North reached out to local populace by rendering medical assistance and providing essential commodities at Christian Servanthood Ministry Orphanage Home Parent on September 6, 2020. A total of 14 children and 1 staff member attend the event. The participants acknowledge the efforts of the Assam Rifles and express gratitude for their interaction. Assam Rifles administrators life-saving medical support. Kifri Battalion of Assam Rifles under the aegis of HQ IGAR North provided life-saving medical support to a civilian aged 25 years male of Kukiko village in Phek district who was bitten by a snake while working in the paddy field on September 5, 2020. The patient was immediately administered first aid and life-saving critical medical care. The patient has been screened for COVID symptoms and admitted in the unit hospital for medical care. The prompt response and empathetic support by the Assam Rifles personnel was appreciated by the villagers. Security forces seized IMFL worth 10.38 lakh and 21.28 lakh cash. As part of the ongoing crackdown by security forces to prevent illegal activities in Nagaland, security forces seized IMFL in general area 7 Mile Dimapur on September 3, 2020. A press release from the HQ IGAR North said that security forces along with police representative launched an operation based on specific intelligence regarding illegal activities in general area 7 Mile Dimapur and apprehended Mr. Dilbar Hussain, aged 19 years, son of Mr. Ali Hussain, residents of Model Village, Dimapur district. Recoveries included 90.8 cases of rum and whiskey, 38 cases of canned beer, amounting to approximately rupees 10.38 lakhs, in addition to 1 cookery and rupees 21.28 lakhs cash. The apprehended individual along with recovered items was handed over to the Chumugurma police station Dimapur for further investigation, the press release said. DC Tunjang lifts closure of houses and shops. On completion of 14-day sealing period as well as completion of all contact tracing and testing, the Deputy Commissioner and Chairman of District Task Force on COVID-19, Tunjang Kumar Remnikant, has lifted sealing of houses and business establishment with immediate effect. In an order issued on September 6, the DC has allowed resumption of all normal functioning as per various SOPs and medical advisories issued by the government from time to time in relation to COVID-19 pandemic, a DIPR report stated on Sunday. Sealed houses which were lifted included house number 129 at High School B Middle Sector, house number 39 at High School B Middle Sector, house number 133 at High School B Middle Sector, house number 134 at High School B Middle Sector, house number C1 at Lakeyat Lumboi Kale, house number 334 at Tunjang Village, house number 1 at NST Sector, Kejong Shop Building NST Sector and KS Sons Workshop Building at NST Sector. Not against any particular group, 14 tribal Hohos. The 14 tribal Hohos of Nagaland clarified that they are not part of Naga Hoho but a different platform to respond to the need in coming together to facilitate the Naga peace process. Stating this, media cell said the Hohos also comprise of different apex bodies such as ENPO, CNTC and Tenyimi. The Hohos maintain that as stockholders of Nagas of Nagaland, the sole purpose of the 14 tribes of Nagaland was to protect the rights of the people and also work for unity of all Naga national political parties. In order to expedite early solution that was honorable and acceptable to all, the Hohos clarified that the question of sidelining any particular group did not arise and attributing it to the 14 tribes was fabricated. They also said since the center has decided to conclude the peace talk with NSCN-IM and NNPGs by September 2020, it was time for civil societies to discuss on creating a conducive atmosphere with understanding as one family so as to pave way for Naga solution for a better future. Rajnath discusses regional security with Iran. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh on Sunday said he had a very fruitful meeting with his Iranian counterpart Brigadier General Amir Hatami and discussed ways to bolster bilateral cooperation and exchange views on regional security issues, including the situation in Afghanistan. Singh reached Tehran from Moscow on Saturday on a transit halt, after including his 3-day visit to Russia. where he attended a meeting of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, SCO defense ministers. He also held bilateral talks with his counterparts from Russia, China and the Central Asian countries. Had a very fruitful meeting with Iranian Defense Minister Brigadier General Amir Hatami in Tehran. We discussed regional security issues including Afghanistan and the issues of bilateral cooperation, Singh said in a tweet. NVCO backs Assam truckers' demand, extending support to Lahorjan and Katkati Truck Owners Welfare Society Assam and Bogajang Truck Owners Association Assam's warning to block national highways. Nagaland Voluntary Consumers Organization NVCO has appealed to the state government to stop COVID cess on fuel and illegal taxation at check gates and on highways. In a press release, NVCO shared the concern expressed by both the Assam-based truckers' bodies over taxes being collected from heavy vehicles by various law enforcing agencies and underground outfits at different designated points and gates starting from Dimapur entry gate till Imphal. It appealed to the state government to stop illegal collection at all check gates and on highways by effectively executing its Standing Order of June 22, 2009, which has banned all forms of cash collection by any organization or individuals including various government departments such as police, excise, forest and taxes. NVCO pointed out that the check gates are controlled and maintained by Nagaland police mainly to check vehicles carrying contraband goods or any stolen goods, vehicles, etc., but not to take cash from vehicles or truckers. According to NVCO, the practice of illegal taxation or collection of cash in Nagaland were in different forms like taxes imposed on the business community, government employees, development projects, etc. by various underground factions, detection and collection of abnormal commissions allegedly in the name of party funds and several others, including higher-up officers mainly from development projects or contractors' bills, collection of cash on the highways and at the check gate by unions, public organization, state police federation association, government departments, etc. India registered world's highest single-day rise of over 90,000 COVID cases. India has registered a record new 90,632 coronavirus cases, the world's highest single-day increase since the pandemic began. Just as the government began easing restrictions to help the country's battered economy, India's COVID-19 tally of cases also went past 41 lakh, while 31 lakh 80,865 people have recuperated so far, pushing the national recovery rate to 77.32% on Sunday, according to the Union Health Ministry data. The total coronavirus case mounted to 41 lakh 13,811. While the death toll climbed to 70,626, with the novel coronavirus claiming 1,065 lives in a span of 24 hours in the country. The data updated at 8 am short. The COVID-19 case fatality rate due to coronavirus infection has further declined to 1.72%. There are 8,62,320 active cases of coronavirus infection in the country, which comprises 20.96% of the total case load, the data stated. That's all for now. To get such latest news, don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you.